In this topic, we'll talk about the impact you hope your entrepreneurial venture will have and how to get funding to make that happen. But first, a review. Do you remember what VIPER stands for, the VIPER? So everybody remembers innovation, but your vision is a huge part. What's your perspective of the future? And we'll talk a little more about that. We'll learn about that in this topic and the next. Do you remember how to foster your own learning, creativity, and productivity? What you learn today is encoded into your long-term memory to remember tomorrow and next month, tonight, during your REM sleep. If you don't sleep well, you don't learn well. When are you most creative with the most novel ideas? It's when your brain's sensor is tired or sleepy, when you're relaxed in the shower or traveling or under certain influence. And you're most productive at the opposite kind of times of when you're most creative. That's when you're wide awake and focused. We're going to start the topic today with how to foster your belief in yourself. You'll hear from folks like Warren Buffett and Jack Ma. Impact is important at this stage because there are certain investors who will only fund entrepreneurial things that they believe in. In other words, angel investors will fund something that does good work that they want to support. Many grant agencies will only fund the things that follow their mission to do good work. So you'll encounter lots of funding sources, but if you're not a New York City or Silicon Valley or Texas guy who goes for the venture capital, here are three other options that are maybe more accessible. The first and maybe most common is self-funding. You fund your venture from your own savings, or maybe you mortgage your home or take out a personal loan. That doesn't have the overhead that the other approaches have. You may try crowdfunding. Hop onto Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and see how entrepreneurs are pitching or requesting you to invest in their ventures, their products, and their services. I get information every day from Indiegogo about their latest offerings. And if you're a nonprofit, you can apply for grants from government agencies, foundations, that sort of thing. Those are easier ways often than going for the millions from the big venture capitalist approaches.